Very good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the last part of matrices, that is application of matrices. So in application of matrix we are going to learn that how to find solution of system of equations by using first method, that is the inversion method, and second method is reduction method. So let's begin with one by one method. First method we are going to start with method of inversion. So in that method of inversion we have to find inverse matrix. So for finding inverse we already learned that inverse by using transformation method and inverse by using adjoint method. So we will see how to find that solution. So for that thing we have to understand first system of equation. So here see that a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1, first equation of three variables x, y, z. a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2, second equation. a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3, third equations. So first clear that if their number of variables are 3, then equation must be 3. That value must be same. That number of equations and number of variables, that value must be same. Then only we are going to find that solution by using matrix method. Then once you understand that equations, then we start converting that equations in terms of matrices. So in the terms of matrices, the first matrix always be a coefficient matrix. Multiply with variable matrix is equal to constant matrix. That is Ax equal to B format. So in that matrix A, how to find that matrix A? So in that matrix A is a coefficient matrix of variable x, y, z. So x we are considering as the first column, y we are considering as the second column, z we are considering as the third column. And three equations having respective coefficients wrote in first row, second row, third row respectively. X, capital X is a matrix of variable matrix, is a column matrix. So there is only one column with the rows x, y, z. And the last B matrix is a constant matrix, which always on that right hand side of equation. It is also as a column matrix with the row d1, d2, d3. It is d1 for the first equation, d2 for second equation, d3 for third equation. So see here, we not have to change the order of equations. Order of equations and sequence of variable must be same in each equation. That part must be clear. Okay. Now we have to understand inverse. So for finding inverse, in inverse we have to understand how to find the inverse. So but before that, how to convert that given equation Ax is equal to B in terms of in simple format by using inverse. See that if the solution of three equations exists, then matrix A must be non-singular matrix. Hence A inverse exists. Therefore A inverse can be found out of either by transformation method or by adjoint method. After finding A inverse, pre-multiply the matrix equation Ax is equal to B by A inverse. Pre-multiply is a very important thing. It means the multiplication should be from left hand side on both the sides, or multiplication will be the post, that is right hand side multiplication must be on both the sides. But always we are doing pre-multiplication, that is left hand side multiplication of matrices. So A inverse multiplied with the Ax is equal to A inverse into B. So A inverse into A into X is equal to A inverse into B. But A inverse into A, we already know that inverse matrix multiplied with that itself matrix is always identity matrix. So identity matrix into X matrix is equal to A inverse into B. And therefore X is equal to A inverse into B. So this is the equations we are going to use in inversion method, which is required for finding solution of equation. So for completing these equations, matrix B already there in the system, X is column matrix for the variables, and A inverse matrix we have to find. So meaning of inversion method means we have to find inverse matrix. Now finding inverse, either we will do by using reduction method either we'll use by transformation method, that is converting a matrix into identity matrix, or we will use adjoint method. But in that case, adjoint method is a very easy method to find A inverse. So use always easy method to finding any answer. Another method is method of reduction. The second method is method of reduction. The reduction word only tells us that we something we have to reduce. Now what we have to reduce? So see here, let's begin with the same equation or linear equation of matrix. Equation is Ax is equal to B. The same equation we are going to use. That Ax is equal to B. So in that case, we always converting matrix A in a upper triangular matrix or in lower triangular matrix. It chooses R cross or diagonal matrix. That also we will use. But most of the times easy way, that upper triangular matrix. That below the diagonal value must be 0. That matrix is a upper triangular matrix. So that matrix we will convert. And then multiply the matrix A, resultant matrix with the X and compare with the matrix B, we will get it. So equations, simplify equations, and after solving the equations we will get solution of variables. So these are the two methods we have to understand. So method of inversion means somewhere we have to find inverse matrix. For finding inverse matrix we are going to use the equations X is equal to A inverse into B, and for finding method of reduction, it means somewhere we are going to reduce the matrix. The matrix A is reducing in terms of upper triangular matrix or lower triangular matrix or diagonal matrix. It choices our choice. But upper triangular matrix is easy to convert, so always try with that upper triangular matrix. So here there are two methods we understand. So now we have to start with that solution of questions. I hope that two methods you easily clear. If you have any doubt with the methods, let me know. Thank you so much.
Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with that last part of matrices, that is application of matrix. In application of matrix, we already learned that two types of applications are there. One is a matrix simplification by using inversion method, and another method is reduction method. So now we are going to start with that solution of some questions from exercise. So first questions we are going to start. Solve the following equation. Solve the following equation by inversion method. By inversion method. Now in that method we have to find inverse. So for finding inverse we learned two methods in last lecture, that inverse by using transformation method or inverse by using adjoint method. So any one of the method we can use to find A inverse. So for that equations are given that x plus 2y is equal to 2, and second equation is 2x plus 3y is equal to 3. So first we have to write that given equation in matrix format. So solution for that question, let A is equal to matrix. Now A is a matrix related to variables. So now here x and y are the variables. So A is a matrix of coefficient of variables. So x having coefficient 1 and y having coefficient 2 for equation number 1. Similar way for second equation, x having coefficient 2 and y having coefficient 3. Next, the matrix B. The matrix B is a column matrix of resultant value, and resultant value for the equations are 2 and 3. So that we have to write in column matrix. And matrix X is equal to column matrix of variables. So in these equations there are two variables. So we will get x and y. So these are the matrix formation of equations for given system of equation. Now we have to start with finding A inverse. So now we have to start with finding A inverse. So for finding A inverse, first we have to understand determinant of A. So determinant of A is equal to determinant 1, 2, 2, 3. Now this is a 2 by 2 determinant, expand it. So expansion is cross multiplication, 1 into 3, 3 minus 2 into 2, 4, and 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So this is the expansion of determinant, and now minus 1 value is not equal to 0. Therefore A inverse exists. So this is the way we are going to find A inverse. Now we are finished with A inverse existent. Now next part is finding A inverse value. For finding A inverse matrix, we are going to use here adjoint method. For finding adjoint method, we have to follow one by one step. That first step is minus, second step is a cofactor. First step minus, second step cofactors, third step cofactor matrix, fourth step transpose of cofactor matrix, and last one A inverse. And we are going to use the formula 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. So let's begin with one by one step. So first we are going to find minors of matrix A. So for that, now matrix A having the order 2 by 2, so there are the 4 minors. So let's begin with first minor, M11. Now M11 means value lies in first row, first column. So 1 is a value lies in first row, first column. So delete that value, row and column. So remaining value is determinant 3, and value of determinant 3 is 3. So therefore respective cofactor is A11 is equal to minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1 into M11. And now 1 plus 1 is 2 and minus 1 raised to 2, and 2 is even number, so we will get positive sign, and M11 having 3, so result is 3. Similar way M12. So now M12 first row, second column. So first row, second column, 2 is a number. So delete that row and column, we will get determinant 2, and determinant 2 result is 2. So therefore A12 is equal to minus 1 raised to 1 plus 2 into M12. Now minus 1 raised to 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is a 3, and minus 1 having odd number power. So when minus 1 having odd number as a power, then result is a minus. And the M12 value we already had, that is 2. Next is M21. Now M21 means second row, first column. So this is the second row, first column value. So delete that respect to row and column, we will get determinant 2, and determinant of 2 is 2. So therefore A21 is equal to minus 1 raised to 2 plus 1 into M21. Now again minus 1 raised to 2 plus 1 is a 3. So minus 1 having again power 3, and 3 is an odd number, therefore we will get sign negative. And now M21 value is 2. So minus 2 we will get that answer. Now the last one M22, and M22 means second row, second column. Now 3 is a value lies in second row, second column. So delete that respect to row and column. So after deleting we will get determinant of 1, and therefore determinant of y is 1, and then at last A22 is equal to minus 1 raised to 2 plus 2 into M22. Now minus 1 raised to 2 plus 2. Now 2 plus 2 is a 4, and minus 1 having even number power, so result is a plus, and the M22 value is a 1, so result is plus 1. So these are the cofactors value we got: minus 3, minus 2, minus 2, 1. So therefore cofactor matrix is equal to A11, A12, A21, A22. So substitute all the values which we had. 3 minus 2 minus 2 1. Now the next part is finding adjoint matrix. Is equal to adjoint of A is equal to transpose of cofactor matrix. And now transpose of cofactor matrix means write down that row in column 3 minus 2 minus 2 1. So this is our resultant adjoint matrix, and hence therefore A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. And now we have the value of determinant of A is a minus 1. So 1 upon minus 1 into our resultant adjoint matrix. Now 1 upon minus 1 we can easily simplify, and minus 1 we can shift to the inside the bracket. So we will get minus 3 plus 2 minus 1. So this is our resultant A inverse matrix. So here we finish with that first part, finding A inverse by using inversion method. Now we have to find solution of x and y. So for finding solution of x and y, we have to assume the equation. So write down that A inverse matrix aside, because that value we are going to use. So writing A inverse here. A inverse is equal to minus 3, 2, 2 minus 1. So now next we are going to find value for matrix X. But by using given system of equations, we get AX is equal to B. Therefore A 1 2 2 3. Wait. Now we are going to find that solution of this equation by using inverse method. So for this inverse method, we have to need to multiply A inverse on both the sides. So now we are doing pre-multiplication. So A inverse into A into X. So same pre-multiplication we have to do on opposite side. So A inverse into B. But we already know that this equation is value for identity matrix into X, A inverse into B. And finally we will get X is equal to A inverse into B. So we already have the value. So therefore X, that is XY matrix A inverse, that minus 3 2 2 minus 1 into matrix B. Matrix B is 2 3. Now there is a multiplication between two matrices. So multiplication between two matrices will be solved by using rule. So first matrix all rows, and second matrix all columns. So if we check that, first matrix having 2 rows and second matrix having only 1 column. So start with multiplication. So for finding resultant value for first row first column, we will multiply first row first column. So minus 3 into 2 minus 6 plus 2 into 3 plus 6. Next, second row first column, 2 into 2 4, and minus 1 into plus 3, that is minus 3. So simplify it properly. So result is minus 6 plus 6 0, and 4 minus 3 1. So we got matrix column matrix XY is equal to column matrix 0 1. And now both the matrices are equal, therefore X is equal to 0 and Y is equal to 1. And now cross check that values with the equations. So X is 0, Y is 1, we will get 0 into 2 into 1, that is 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. So first equation satisfied with this value of X and Y. Similar way, 2 into 0 is 0, plus 3 into 1 3, and 2 into 0 is 0, that is 0 plus 3 is equal to 3. So similar way, second equation also satisfied. So hence we got that value X is equal to 0, Y is equal to 0 as a solution of given 16. So this is a method for finding A inverse. Now finding A inverse is our choice, that either we will use adjoint method or we will use transformation method. Now we will check the second example by using reduction method. Otherwise same example we will solve by using reduction method. The same example we will check. Already we know that the solution for this equation 0 and 1. So we will check that by using same equations we will get that same result or not by using another method. So now reduction method. Again same thing. First we have to write that matrices. So matrix A is a coefficient matrix. Matrix B constant values. Matrix X variable matrix. So that value we will write as it is. Now we have to start directly with reduction method. So in the reduction method we have to write this equation. So we know that Ax is equal to B. So in this case we will convert this matrix A into identity matrix. X will remain as it is and matrix B will change with new matrix. And that new matrix C is our resultant matrix. So let's begin with conversion. So now first substitute all the values. So matrix A 1 2 2 3 into X is equal to 2 3. So we substitute A matrix and B matrix at its correct places. Now next simplification. So for the conversion this matrix into identity matrix we have to convert 1 0 0 1. So we'll start with begin with one by one column. So first column need 1 and 0. If we check here, first column having value 1 and 2. So already one value is already there. So we don't have to convert this value 1. Now just remaining part is converting these two value in terms of 0. Now 2 will become 0 only when we will subtract 2 from 2. And for this subtraction we will use this 1. It means we have to multiply this 1 2 and have to subtract from this 2. And now this is we are talking about just numbers. Now we are thinking about that equation. Now this 2 lies in second row and this 1 lies in first row. It means second row is going to change by using equations R2 minus 2 times of R1. Then automatically you will get that value 0 here. So start with that conversion. So now second row only going to change. So first row will remain as it is. So 1 2 will wrote as it is. X matrix as it is. And here 2 as it is. Now start with that finding one by one value. So in first column R2 value is a 2. R1 value is a 1. So 2 minus 2 into 1. That is 2 minus 2. Result is 0. Next column R2 is a 3. R1 is a 2. So 3 minus 2 into 2. So 3 minus 2 into 2, that is 3 minus 4. And 3 minus 4 is minus 1. And on the opposite side R2 is a 3. R1 is a 2. So 3 minus 2 into 2, again same, 3 minus 4. And 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Now if you not converted that matrix in that totally inverse matrix, that is also okay, identity matrix, we directly use this equation as it is also by using upper triangular matrix or lower triangular matrix. So now given matrix in upper triangular matrix, because of that below the diagonal values are 0. Now we will substitute a value of matrix X 0 minus 1 and matrix X value is XY is equal to 2 minus 1. Now we will multiply these equations matrices. So we will get a row and column and multiplication. 1 into X, X plus 2 into Y, 2Y. That is first value. 0 into X, 0. Minus 1 into Y, minus Y. So these are the values we will get on left hand side. And right hand side 2 minus 1 as it is. Now we will simplify this equation by the equality of matrices. We will get by equality of matrices, we will get x plus 2y is equal to 2 and 0 minus y is equal to minus 1. So by using second equations, easily y is equal to 1, and when you substitute this value in equation, we will get x plus 2 into 1 is equal to 2. Therefore x plus 2 is equal to 2. Therefore x is equal to 2 minus 2. Therefore x is equal to 0. So we will got solution. So here x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1. And if we check that in both the solutions we got at same answers, it means it is the choices are choice for finding system solution. If they restricted that we have to find with that inversion method, we have to use the derivation method. If the question is that convert into by using reduction method, so we have to use reduction method. So in reduction method we are converting matrix A in identity matrix or upper triangular matrix. Then we are converting, then we are multiplying matrix A with the X matrix. Automatically one of the variable will get cancelled and one variable will remain, and that variable will replace, that variable value will help us to find remaining variables. So this is the way we are going to find solution of given system of equation. Thank you. Welcome back students. Now we are going to find that solution of word questions by using matrix method. So the first question is, the three numbers are added to their sum is 2. It means that we have the three numbers. Which three numbers we don't know, so that we have to assume. So their sum is given as a 2. If 2 times of second number is subtracted from sum of first and third, we get 8. And 3 times of first number is added to sum of second and third number, we get 4. So find numbers using matrices. So here first we have to clear that how many variables are there and how many equations are there. So that we have to find first. Already we know that such type of questions already done in determinant chapter, and that question we solve by using Cramer's rule. But now the Cramer's rule now change with that matrix. So now we are going to use matrix method. So for the matrix method, either we will use reduction method or inversion method. From my point of view, reduction method is easy method, and in short you will get a correct answer. No need to do so much calculation part. But if you are having, or if you are facing any problem for the reduction method, you can use adjoint method for finding inverse, and then inverse, after the inverse we have to find solution of system of equation. So first start with that finding equation first. So there are the three numbers. So for the given question we have to write solution. So let assume there are three numbers. So I am assume three numbers are x, y and z. So now let's start with that finding equations. So first equation by using first condition. The condition is that three numbers are added. Their sum is 2. It means we will get equation x plus y plus z is equal to 2. This is our first equation. Next equation by using second condition, if 2 times of second number. Now 2 times of second number means which the second number is here? Y. So 2 times of second number means 2y. Now value of 2y is subtracted. See what they said, value of 2 times of second number is subtracted. That is value of 2y is subtracted from first and third. Sum of first and third. It means first number is a x and third number is a z. So in that case, sum of first and third, that is x plus z. This is a one number addition, and value of second number 2y is subtracted. That is x plus z minus 2y is equal to 8. See, students always facing problem, or student always making a mistake that 2y is subtracted from x plus z. It is a wrong equation, and this is the correct equation. Because whenever the subtraction word comes, the subtracted value always will be the second value, not the first value. So here they already mentioned that 2 times of second number is subtracted, that is x plus z will be the first number, that is sum of first and third number, that should be the first number, and 2y will be the second number. So x plus z minus 2y is equal to 8. So we got that second equation, x plus, after rearrangement in same order, x minus 2y plus z is equal to 8. This is our second equation. Now the last equation is, see the last condition. The condition is that 3 times of first number, that is 3x. First number is added. Added means addition to the sum of second and third, that is sum of second and third means y plus z. We get 4. So simple equation is here, that is 3x plus y plus z is equal to 4. Equation number 3. Always take precaution when you have the condition of subtractions. Otherwise, we are not having any problem for writing equations. So once you finish with this part, now we'll start with that writing given system in matrix format. So we know that Ax is equal to B. Therefore, matrix A. What is the matrix A? The matrix A is a coefficient matrix of all variables. But always check that all the equations having same order, and don't change the order. Don't change the sequence of variable also. So first column for x variable, second column for y variable, third column for z variable. So respect to that, we will get variables 1, 1, 1 for first equation. Then 1 minus 2, 1. And then 3, 1, 1 into. Now x is a column matrix of variable, and the column matrix of variables are x, y, z. And now matrix B is a constant matrix, column of a constant matrix. So column matrix we will get 2, 8, 4. We not change any order. We not change any sequence. We are writing with the same order and same sequence, but only with that matrix format. Now we are going to use here reduction method, because they not specially mention over that find that solution of matrix by using particular in the reduction method or inversion method. This is our choice is that which is easy one method we will use here. So we will use here reduction method. So in that reduction method, what we will do, we will convert this matrix A in a upper triangular matrix. It means in that upper triangular matrix, we will convert that below diagonal values are 0. So for converting below the diagonal values are 0, always start with that first case. First column we will do with 1, 0, 0. So in first column, first row 1 already we have, so no need to change that value 1. But now we have to think about that second value and third value. So first we will think about the second value. The second value is a 1. Now this value 1 will become 0 when by using this value 1. How? That 1 minus 1. Now this 1 lies in second row, this 1 is lies in first row. So second row is going to change with subtraction R2 minus R1. Similar way we will do that next part also at the same place. Now 3 value will become 0 by using same 1, because this 1 is fixed. In first column always A11 value is a fixed value as a 1. So that same value we will use for converting this 3 into 0. Now this 3 will become 0 when this 1 have to multiply with the 3 and have to subtract from the 3. Then we will get here 0. So equation we will get R3 changes to R3 minus 3 times of R1. So these are the two equations can help us to convert into that first column in terms of 1 0 0. So let's begin. So here only R2 and R3 is going to change. The first row we are writing as it is. Matrix multiply matrix, we are not changing anything, it will remain same. But in resultant matrix on opposite side, first row will remain same. Now start with begin with second row. Now second I have equation R2 minus R1. So R2 minus R1 we'll check with 1 by 1 column. So in first column R2 is a 1, R1 is 1. So 1 minus 1 0. In second column R2 is minus 2, R1 is 1. So minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. In third column R2 is 1, R3 is 1. So 1 minus 1 0. Next, in next opposite side R2 is 8, R1 is 2. So 8 minus 2 result is 6. Similar way we will writing the third row. So third row I have equation R3 minus 3 times of R1. So we will check with that 1 by 1 column value. For first column value of R3 is 3, R1 is 1. So see here calculation R3 minus 3 times of R1. So for first row, first column 3 and 1. So 3 minus 3 into 1, that is 0. Then second column 1 and 1. So 1 minus 3 times of 1, that is 1 minus 3, that is minus 2. We will get here minus 2. And now third column 1 and 1. So again we will get here minus 2. And for the opposite side 4 and 2. So 4 minus 3 times of 2, that is 4 minus 6 is equal to minus 2. So we will get here minus 2. The rough work is our part just for the clarification. Now we got that first column as a 0. So now check here. First row having 3 values, second row having first and third value 0, and third row having value first value 0, first column, and second and third column having values minus 2 minus 2. So easily we can multiply the matrix. Now here no need to convert in totally in terms of inversion method, that upper triangular matrix. Directly we can use these equations. So now we are going to multiply the equations one by one. So we will get first 1 multiplied with x plus y plus z. Next equation we will get minus 3y. In third equation we will get minus 2y minus 2z is equal to opposite side 2 6 minus 2. By equality of matrices we will get equations x plus y plus z is equal to 2. Next minus 3y is equal to 6. If we simplify this equation, y is equal to minus 2, and minus 2y minus 2z is equal to minus 2. Now we substitute value of y here, minus 2 into minus 2, minus 2z is equal to minus 2. Now this minus 4 on opposite side, minus 2z is equal to minus 2, minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4 on opposite side become minus 4. So therefore minus 2z is equal to minus 6, therefore z is equal to 3. And now substituting this value of y and z in equation number 1, we will get x minus 2 plus 3 is equal to 2. Therefore x plus 1 is equal to 2. Therefore x is equal to 2 minus 1. Therefore x is equal to 1. So we got that value for x is 1, y for minus 2, z for 3. Cross check that value in equation 1. So 1 minus 2, that is minus 1, plus 3, minus 1 plus 3 plus 2. Next similar way in second equation 1 minus 2 into 2 minus plus 4, 1 plus 4 5, 5 plus 3 8. Here 3 minus 2 plus 1, 1 plus 3 4. So the values of x, y, z satisfy given equations. Hence, the required three numbers are are 1, -2, 3. So here we finish with that question with a method of reduction method. Someone want to use here inversion method, yes, that person can be used that inversion method, but this is the easy method for simplification, and in short we will get that solution. So I hope you understand that all three type of questions. First question for inversion method, second question for reduction method, and third is the word questions by using reduction method. Thank you.